Hi, my name is Kat, and I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on August 8th, 2018. I am coming at you a year and 7 months out of surgery, so yay! I had a high weight of 370 pounds, and my program required me to lose a certain amount of weight before I could get my surgery date, and I was required to lose 40 pounds, but by day of surgery I had lost a total of 50 pounds, so my surgery weight was 320, and my weight as of today is, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, my weight as of today is 191.6, which is really good. I'm really, really happy with that. Mainly because I have been stuck at the 2000, the 194 and 195. Like I've been going up and down in that range up to 106. No, 196. It's still weird to say one something in front of my weight. I often, I record my weight every day, and a lot of times I will accidentally put 2 and then have to go back and fix it. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm finding at this point that it is very much a a game of inches, and in fact this weight is new as of today, and it's down in 2 days. I'm down 3 pounds. So I don't know if that's the the famous whoosh thing, which if you're not familiar with the whoosh, it's that your body puts water in as a cell loses fat, as a fat cell loses fat, that the body replaces it with water, so it stays big, stays the size it expects it to stay, because your body doesn't like to lose anything. And then when that whole cell is replaced with water, it can't sustain itself anymore, and it whooshes away. Don't know if that's the case, not sure. I've been trying to be more back on program. I got a little lazy for a little ways at the beginning of the year, but I've been trying to get really on track, nail it down. I'm doing intermittent fasting, which means I start eating usually around 10 and stop eating by 6. And so that's 8 hours with meals. 8 hours where I will eat, but I only eat 3 meals. I really am trying not to snack, because that's a huge thing. And I do believe that your body turns on, some processes turn on when you're eating and turn off when you're not eating. And if you're constantly putting food in your body, you never go into that mode of not eating. So I'm trying really hard to stick to that plan, and it's working pretty well. It's funny because I used to be terrified of feeling hungry, and I would, the first sort of twinge of hunger, I would eat something. Like if it was 11 o'clock and I was going to eat in an hour, but I started to get hungry, I would have a snack. And that is like sort of pre-weight loss. And I learned as I was losing my weight before weight loss that not to be afraid of hunger, because it's a natural thing. Your body gets hungry, but being hungry doesn't mean you need to eat. It doesn't even mean your body needs food. It's just a natural hormone. It gets released, when it expects you to eat. And if you don't eat, and usually if I'm hungry, I'll get hungry around 8 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and I'll just drink water, and then, I'll drink, and then do something else. As long as I can distract myself, it's usually pretty easy. But if I distract myself and then I don't eat, I'm fine. My body just goes, okay, that's fine, I'll eat later. And then by the time it gets to the point where I am going to eat, I am like, am I hungry? Not really, but I eat because that's the plan that I'm on right now. So it is actually making me wonder if I could do a longer fast. I know that 24-hour or 48-hour fasts are really good for achieving autophagy and starting to fix some of the loose skin problems, which I have loose skin problems. Not horrible, none of I've seen people who have serious loose skin issues, but it is something that I will want to correct eventually. And I found out a friend, I don't know if she had weight loss surgery or not, but she is getting some skin surgery done soon, so that's good for her. I'm happy for her, and jealous a little. I'm not going to say I'm not a little bit jealous because yeah, she has a great plan for getting it paid for and everything. I want to apologize for my creative desk behind me is a freaking mess, and I'm sorry. I realize that as I'm like looking at myself in the screen that is a mess, and I need to deal with it. But I've been busy, and it just hasn't been a priority to clean up. So, and I haven't been doing the weekly check-ins, so I forgot. Oh, look at all the stuff that you can see behind me. That's fun. But anyway, everything, like when I stay on program, and this is probably not like at all surprising, but when I eat 3 meals and I don't snack and I stay off the carbs, I do continue to lose, and I want to continue to lose. According to my, I don't even know what my new, if I switched BMIs, am I down to 31? Because I would really like to be down to 31. That is not the button I wanted to press. But yes, my body mass is down to 31. Obviously 29 is going to be a huge thing because that'll take me out of the obese category and not just into overweight. I mean, I would love to be normal, but I don't know if I'm actually going to get down to normal, but getting down to just plain old overweight is going to be a very big thing for me. I'm going to, like my goal before the whole coronavirus, and yes, I was sneezing earlier, but sneeze is not a coronavirus sign. But I don't, I was originally thinking, oh, maybe I'll try to get surgery later this year after I pass my 2-year mark. But I really want, I don't know if I want to do it while that's all going on, and I'm not in a huge hurry for doing it. I can always save more money. So that is a goal of what I want to do, and I am really trying to, I want to get as low as I possibly can get and, stay at for long term. And I'm kind of, wondering about that. Like, I'm looking at long term at this point. So I'm looking at trying to follow the rules and do as good as I can, but also like what is a lifestyle that I can continue. And I've been doing, I don't know if I had been doing this before. Last time I checked in, I took pictures but never actually recorded last month, so that was bad on me. But I've started at the gym. I've been doing Zumba, and I'm really sort of focusing in on the teachers I like, because there's a couple of, I tried UJAM, but the teachers that I have available for me for UJAM, I am not happy with. So I wasn't enjoying the class, and it made me like drag myself to get there, and I'm like, screw this, I'm just going to go to the classes that I enjoy. So there's 2 Zumba classes I enjoy, and then there's a body pump class twice a week with a teacher that I really love. And if you told me that I was going to be doing body pump, I probably would not believe you. But it's fun, and I am enjoying it, and I want to get back into doing more Pilates, and I have my own reformer, so I may just start doing that at home more, because I have my own reformer and freaking use it, I think I need to commit this year to using it or getting rid of it, because it takes up a lot of space. But if I use it, on a regular basis, it's worth it. Anyway, other thing is my hair. I don't know if you can see. Oh, I'm sure you can see. That is my real color. This is the color of my hair. I actually did not know what the color of my hair was, because my mom had blonde hair when I was a kid, and when she was a kid, and I had blonde hair when I was a kid. But when I was in college, I started dyeing it red, and then continued to dye it red, and dyed it red for 25 years, 30 years. Yeah, around that time. And I was, so I was like, oh, I don't know if I have gray hair. I don't know, what color. My mom's hair when after college, when she was in her 30s, late 20s, early 30s, it darkened to a chestnut brown. And I remember her having waist-length chestnut brown hair. And it was gorgeous. I loved it, but it was, not blonde. And she thinks of herself as being a blonde. And she's like, you were not a blonde when I was a kid. So my memory of her is with that color hair. And I'm like, I don't know what color hair my hair is. So when I started losing weight, I started feeling like I wanted to be blonde again. So I dyed it blonde, and it's actually, it's still quite blonde on the ends. That's an interesting look at. But I have decided that I'm going to, let it grow in, and I'm going to find out what my natural color is. Right now it's blending pretty well. I will see if I get to a point where there's like a line where it's like dark. I probably will pick a color similar to the color that is growing in and just let it be all that color. And I'm going to live with it a while. I am reserving the right to dye it red, dye it blue, do whatever I want. But I just thought it would be nice coming into, this is my will be in May. I'm turning 49, so it will be nice to, know what is naturally there. I'm not afraid of grays either. My husband has a lot of salt and pepper, and I think it's cute on him. I, would be totally willing to be like completely gray, like to do the silver hair color. That's a possibility too. Who knows? Yeah, it's one of those things that it's interesting doing there. I think I said that I found ThreadUp, and I'm totally addicted to ThreadUp. But that's still a going addiction, although I'm getting better and I'm getting choosier about what I keep. But it's fun to get very expensive items for a reasonable price, and then to have really nice items of clothing. And I'm getting better at repairing things that need to be repaired, so that's fun too. Anyway, this is a little bit rambly, but I think I have said all I wanted. I'm going to include pictures at the end. This time is the first time that I took pictures in the same dress because I want to keep that going. I think that's useful. But this time I started to pin the dress in, clamp it in a little bit so it's more fitting to my shape, because it was starting to get baggy enough that it was hanging, and that's not good. It's funny because I recently just from ThreadUp picked up a Ralph Lauren similar dress to the one that I have that I have been wearing from the beginning to wear, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll switch over to this, and I'm like, no, I think it's beneficial to be in the same dress. My arms are still big, my legs are still big, and I have loose skin on my legs. Like if I get plastic surgery, I'm doing my arms first. But there are other places that I'm like, I think I would want to have, the more I look into it, the more I'm like, okay, now I want this, and I want this, and I want that, and I want this. And, it's pretty easy to fall down that tunnel and just get completely lost in it, but that is not what I want to do. But it is, it's like I think, oh, I'm wasting money on that, and I'm like, but at the same time, it's my body. It's what I live in all the time. It's, it's funny. It's like I used to not want to spend money on good shoes. And then I got to the point where I'm like, no, it's my feet. I'm on these all the time, walking on these all the time. I should invest in good shoes. That is a place where it is worth investing. And I'm like, it's my body. It's what I wear all the time. I don't want to be super vain about it, but at the same time, I want to feel comfortable, and I want to feel good, and I want to be able to, wear short sleeves or sleeveless things. And it's like, I know I'm always going to have a scar if I get the surgery, and it could be a pretty, big scar, and I tend to scar, that is partly there, so who knows. But you know, at the same time, I think I'd be happier with the scar than with the flaps of skin. So anyway, this is me at 1 year and 7 months, and I think I said the total weight loss. If I didn't say the total weight loss, it is, oh goodness, it's like 100 and I'm almost to 180. I know I'm almost to 180. I'm actually looking this up. 178.4. So that's pretty good, and I'm happy, and I'm hoping I continue. So getting some good feedback on the scale does help keep my momentum up to keep losing. So anyway, thank you, and I hope you have a great day.